So we're here for the late night podcast. Hell, even if no one else shows up, like, what time is it right now? It's probably late.
It is 10 o'clock.
Good.
7.
Good little boys and girls should be asleep right now anyway.
Yeah, they shouldn't be watching primetime television.
No, absolutely not. I have a feeling a lot of people are watching AEW too.
Actually, at this point, it depends. AEW might have started.
Yeah. It's all good. They're probably wondering what the fuck this is also.
Honestly, this is good. This is better than whatever the Minecraft thing you dreamed up was.
Yeah? You think?
Yes.
It does seem relaxing, doesn't it?
I almost feel like it needs a different music backdrop.
It's like got nature. It's pretty nice, actually.
Still fucked up.
All right. Well, would we like to officially start? We don't need an audience for this.
I mean, I would like to wait until we have... Oh, okay, no, we got our first comment.
Did we? Oh, we did. Hey, Lourdes, welcome. Welcome to the Late Night Milf and Cookies podcast.
Welcome to the Late Night Milf and Cookies. We're here. Me and Eric are going to discuss which animated moms are best bangable for your entertainment purposes.
Well, that was definitely the first episode we did when Ed was here. I thought what we would do tonight is we would each bring one mom to the table, talk a bit about what they're from, their character, their effect in that anime or cartoon or whatever it is from.
If you are here and you are a part of the Discord, there is a new channel in the Discord, Late Night Podcast.
Yes. Feel free. Post some suggestions.
Post in there. Post images. Try and keep it, for the most part, safe for work, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't need any explicit material.
You run the Discord.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you would prefer safe for work. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups.
Well, we've been drinking a lot. We just got done with
For those
Cuphead.
of you who aren't coming over from the previous stream, we just finished
Cuphead, You Die, You Drink. And Kevin did a lot of dying and way more drinking. So Kevin has not stopped hiccuping for the last 30 seconds. It's pretty impressive.
Bad.
It's pretty impressive.
I have had
I
5
see
beers.
5 cans, half bottle of tequila gone.
Yeah, so I've got...
More than half.
So this is...
Listen, that's the last stream. That's the last stream.
In America, we call this a pint bottle. However, the actual measurement is 375 milliliters. That makes it half a fifth, which is not a pint. That's a lot more than a pint.
So if you're wondering about our little, what we have on screen here, this is Ghost of Tsushima, and I was having a hard time because we don't do a live action podcast because we don't really like being on film all that much.
I don't have any problem being on film, but we do not have the setup for that.
We definitely don't have the setup for it. So I thought, what better than a half-naked Japanese man in a hot spring? That seemed pretty fitting to me. So this is our backdrop for the night. We're going to start talking about...
You start talking. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and get rid of these hiccups.
Okay. So, the MILF that I'm bringing to the table tonight, her name is Mune, and she is from Magical Shopping Arcade Abinobashi. I don't know if you were around when, or at least watching when this ran on TV, but this is back when Comedy Central used to have anime on late night. No? Nothing? Okay. So, this is an anime that is unlike any I've ever seen. It touches so many different genres. It starts off as a slice of life anime. That's episode 1. Episode 2, it turns into a mecha Gundam type anime. And then it can move on from slasher horror to noir to fighter to it covers every genre of anime you can think of. And I'll actually post a picture here in the late nights. If you are on the Discord. We're going to be posting pictures of these females. I actually had some saved to the phone just for posting tonight. But her name is Mune, is the one that I'm bringing to the table. And she is actually my number one. I know last time I had said, Aunt Cass is pretty good, Elastigirl.
That's how this whole podcast situation started. Was me and you were talking about Elastigirl, and you were like, "She's just okay," and I'm like, "No, hold up, like that's fine if that's your opinion, but we got to know your number one."
I did not.
You refused to relinquish that
I
information.
didn't, because I felt like it was kind of cheating, and here's why: she's technically a grandmother at this point. But you don't find that it's a spoiler at the end. It's a spoiler for this anime, so I'm not going to explain too much about it. But the way that she is in the series is she jumps through these dimensional portals, keeps the age she was when she had her child. And then her child lived in another universe and then had a child as well. So technically, however you want, she could be a grandma. She is a grandma, but she's technically still a mom, So I don't know how you want to judge that. Because she didn't age, and she's still chasing her mans. Because So the main character, his name is Sashi, and he ends up figuring out a way to become an omniomystic, which opens up portals to different dimensions. A tragedy happens in their slice of life, and he just wants everything to be right again in the world. Now, trying to do this, he jumps through various times, which will change everything. It'll still be the shopping arcade they grew up in, but all the characters in it have different personalities and split alter egos in these new worlds. For example, a shopkeep is now a robotic salesman, or a trans woman is now just this hostess of a male gentleman's club. It changes. But the thing that's crazy is they keep running across this girl named Mune. And they have no idea who she is. Girl. Yes. Again, I will post this as soon as I stop talking. But
I would say I would like more pictures.
Yeah.
This is.
If you want to talk a bit about this, about what she looks like to you, while I look this up.
So she is a redhead. She's got in the picture I have here. She does have like a traditional like Chinese dress on. There is a bit of cleavage showing, but there's not a whole lot. She does have blue eyes, red hair. She is a cutie, and I'm assuming based on the pictures we might get later, a cutie with the booty.
Definitely, yes.
Based on Eric's tastes and preferences. That being said,
I'm not super familiar with this particular show.
It was on a while ago.
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Wow, yeah, that's some underboob right there.
Yeah, so that shot right
That's
there is
good.
when they go to a prehistoric world. And the weird thing is, she knows everything that's going on, but she has a different
honestly,
personality.
like straight up, based on just the DVD box cover that I have in front of me, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? All right.
Looks alone. Obviously, some of this we're going to take personality into account for people who might be a little bit more on the TikTok side. She's a 10, but
yeah, hey, Radio Crayons here. What if you rated water brands on how good they are? We're not that drunk. No. Oh, Radio Crayons in the late night podcast area.
So here's the thing.
So that's what she traditionally looks like.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what water brand means.
Isn't it like just a watermarking, like kind of what I have here? I don't know. Maybe I'm unfamiliar with that term as well.
I feel like that's like an Avatar thing, and I'm not. I'm sorry, I have not watched any of Avatar.
So then we'll go into. So that's from her.
Hi, Johnny. I just noticed you in the chat.
And then we'll go into
Thanks
there's a prehistoric world that she also goes in.
So this is a box set. I want to look at each individual like DVD case.
Yeah, so I'm going to post a few things here. So this is the second episode. This is where she's in a Gundam outfit. You're going to see a little bit here. Like, you're going to see extra stuff in here.
There's not a whole lot extra to go off of.
Here's the weird
DVD,
thing.
Off the DVD package.
Yes, yeah. You want to know why? It's because it's more bizarre than JoJo, I would say. I would hazard a guess.
I would argue against that, but I've not seen Magical Shopping Arcade Abanashi.
Okay.
There is no art inside the DVD case.
Correct. It's very old.
To note of.
This is a very old thing.
That being said, the disc is immaculate.
Yeah, I've only watched it once.
There's not so much as like a dust speck on the disc.
Yeah,
so
I'm really good at keeping these things. So this next one is from when they're in Adventurer's World, like where there's guilds and stuff. So this is when she's a slime.
I mean, I can get behind that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, she's got different forms based on where she is, and her whole premise is she's going through all these dimensional channels and times to find her man, because she's so fucking loyal to him. She doesn't really care about anything other than finding her love. And I just love that about her.
Like, you went through and posted a screenshot of what is essentially the fucking DVD box art.
Well, here, let me
just taking a picture of the DVD box art.
Allow me to read you a synopsis, because there's 3 discs here.
We did this before.
Yeah.
Might I?
Uh-huh.
Because I read the synopsis for, what was it, Nyankoi?
Okay. Do you want to read it?
I'm gonna browse it first, so you
it's
keep
fine.
The chat engaged. You keep the chat engaged verbally for a half a second.
Okay.
And I just want a chance to like go over this before I read it aloud.
But if you read it aloud, then it ruins the surprise. But okay. Let me see if I can find another saucier picture from it for you.
Okay. I got enough to kind of get this going. Whoa! Hold on to your hats and get ready for one wildly wacky, frenetically funny ride. Arumi Asahina and Sashi Imamiya seem to be normal 12-year-old kid. Oh, 12-year-olds. What the fuck? 12-year-old kids living in Osaka. But in Abonabashi, nothing is what it seems. Suddenly... Oh.
That's the last episode.
Eric has completely distracted me. Nothing is what it seems. Suddenly, they find themselves in a world like their own, only not. As they try to fight their way back to the real world, they'll face menacing mushrooms. My favorite, big-breasted space pirates, killer kung fu fighters, and I'm not saying that word. That's an offensive word. Dinosaurs, cavemen, and a sorcerer who seem to be in a midlife crisis. They say there's no place like home, but this ain't exactly Oz. And sure as heck ain't Kansas. So get ready to dive into the madcap, whacked-out world of Magical Shopping Arcade Abenobashi. Yeah, just to be clear, this nowadays is an offensive term.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm glad I read this and not you.
I would have totally read that word.
Yeah, no, that's
Are you ready for the second synopsis for episodes 5 through 8?
I would say probably like 5 to 10 years ago, not an offensive term. Now, definitely an offensive term.
People are too worried about the wrong things.
You say that, but talk to Ace and Katie. They are also your friends.
Yeah.
And see how they feel about it.
Okay. So are you ready for episodes 5 through 9? Would you like to proofread this?
I need to make sure there's nothing offensive in here now.
But yeah, Mune, I think she's...
I will say, the copyright on here is 2005, so we're looking at 17 years in the past. Things were more acceptable then than they were now.
Oh, for sure.
So let me just take a read of this.
But yeah, what are some
I don't see anything in here that could be considered offensive.
Okay, so here we go. Arumi and Sashi still haven't convinced that pesky goblin to send them back to the sanity of the real world. As they cross paths with crazed crime bosses, hyperactive girlfriends, magicians, and murderers, each jump takes the pair to a fantastic world that's even more frenetic than the last. Peer into Etuis and Grandpa Masa's mysterious past. Swoon as Sashi tries to find true love before Arumi's sniper bullet finds its way into his fluttering heart. Marvel at what really goes on in Etuis. Spellbound bachelor pad. You'll laugh, You'll laugh again. You might even get grossed out. Don't miss a second of the hilarious Hocus Pocus in the second outrageous volume of Magical Shopping Arcade Abenobashi. This show is just a genuine what the fuck kind of thing. This last one, okay. Here's the last 4 discs here. You don't need to proofread all of them.
I do. If it's going to use that term on one, I got to make sure it's not using anything else on the other.
Okay.
Like I said, copyright 2005. We don't know what's on here, man.
That's true. That's true. It is TVMA, so, you know.
Okay, at first glance, I don't see anything offensive.
All right.
I might have missed something, but at first glance, I don't
Oh no, the end is near. All the world-hopping, eye-popping, roll-swapping, non-stop madness has come down to this. The fantastical final volume of Magical Shopping Arcade Abenobashi. As always, Sashi and Arumi... Well, actually, her name is Army. I'm reading it wrong. In the show, they call her Army. So, Sashi and
Depends
Army...
on what the Japanese audio sounds like.
That's true. Find themselves plunging headfirst into increasingly strange, scarier worlds. A tripped-out theme park with enough syrupy cuteness to choke the Sugar Plum Fairy. A war-torn world that's rife with bombs, bullets, and militaristic bullies. Then, it's off to a seriously fucking holy weird episode that lets the crazy Hollywood references fucking fly. And finally, our homesick heroes run smack dab into a revelation that could change their lives forever. If they manage to find their way home, things may never be the same again. So yeah, this whole series is them trying to fix the slice of life world that they were living in, coming across very familiar people from their worlds, coming across 2 people who weren't in their worlds, but are looking for each other through these weird dimensional fissures. Again, huge spoiler in the very last episode as to who Mune Mune is, but, you know...
Smash.
Yeah, absolute smash, in my opinion. And we've posted them in the Late Night Podcast section of the Discord, if you want to take a look at a couple pictures of Mune Mune. So, Kevin, what is the woman you are bringing to the table?
So...
It is nighttime.
This is a name some of you might recognize. This is... essentially the height of this season of anime. That being said, I've been reading the manga for this show for over a year, and I was so excited when it finally got its anime adaptation.
Okay.
I am talking about Your Forger from Spy Family.
I haven't had a chance to check out Spy Family, but I've heard a lot of hype about it.
Yes, Spy Family is great. I'm going to post
post me some pictures.
The best picture I could find in the Late Night Podcast.
And tell me about her personality, my friend.
This is a fan art. So the best way I can describe Your Forger is a Sasamami.
Okay.
To explain who she is sort of explaining the plot for the show. Now, a lot of this is established within the first few episodes, so I don't feel like it's a huge spoiler.
Okay.
So much show as a hook. So... world-renowned...
Oh, Utis. Sorry, I was pronouncing it wrong. The world.
World-renowned... I mean, it's hard to say. So, like, the best spies aren't, like, known, right? The best spy in the business. Codename Agent Twilight.
I like it.
Gets a new assignment. He needs to get close and stop this particular political figure. I don't remember if he was a senator or whatnot. I've had a lot to drink. It's been a minute.
Okay. All I know is like the child is telepathic and can read their minds.
I was going to get to that, right? So he's a spy. He gets a thing where he has to like get close and like stop this particular politician from starting a war.
Okay.
The only way he can do that is to get close to this politician, and the only time this politician is out in public is when he's attending like school events for his children. So he needs to start a family. Problem is, he's a spy. He doesn't have a family. He doesn't have anything. So he goes to like this really like shoddy orphanage that like doesn't keep records for anything, and is like I'm just looking for like a girl. or anybody you can help me with. And the guy who owns the orphanage is just like, fucking this bitch, get her out of here. She's fucking weird.
Okay.
Little do they know that she's a telepath. So he's like, okay, she's got to be at least smart enough to pass the entrance exam for this elite, prestigious school that this senator goes to. I assume he's a senator. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a minute. The new volume of the manga doesn't come out to September, so I'm a little behind.
It's just a joke.
Oh,
Why
okay.
Twilight? Because when it comes to dying, it's either real or it's a dream. There's something in the between.
So he goes. He tests her with like a super complicated crossword puzzle. She aces it because, as you've said, she's a telepath. He doesn't know she's a telepath. She don't tell him that he's a telepath. She's just like, oh shit, dad, my new dad's a spy. That's dope as fuck. I'm gonna ride this train for as long as possible. Because that's hardcore as shit. So she goes, she takes the entrance exam.
Like, my god, my mom's an assassin.
We're getting to that. She's like, I don't like. She takes the exam. She just barely passes because she's trying to read people's minds to cheat off the test. Most people are like, most of the other kids in the class are like, how the fuck am I gonna pass this? This is super fucking hard. I don't know what the fuck to do. But she just like barely passes. So she needs to go get her school uniform and some nice clothes. Twilight, in the meantime, finds out that there's a family interview. Even if they pass the entrance exam, they have to pass like this family interview selection process to even get in the school. He's like, fuck, I don't have a wife, and it very clearly states in here that both parents must attend. And for whatever reason, it's never just like, her mom died. So apparently he just needs to be like, I need a wife right now.
So you can't just say, yeah, her mom died.
She died of died giving birth, died of cancer, whatever. She's not around. But I'm
fuck, I need a side bitch now.
Yeah. So they go to get like the school clothes for the little girl who's a telepath. And the assassin mommy walks in fresh off like her most recent kill, but she tore her dress, so she goes into the tailor where they're getting the custom clothes made for the little girl. She's like, I need a new dress made. And the agent is just like, how the fuck did this random woman sneak up on me without noticing? What the fuck is happening? And he's like staring the shit out at her like, what the fuck is going on? Why did she sneak up on me? She's like, why are you staring at me? And he's just like, I don't know, cause you hot as fuck. It is rumors. I'm sorry, I was just admiring your beauty. Like, real like fucking Chad ass pickup line, right? And she's just like, wait a minute, do you actually find my physical features attractive? Direct quote. Do you find my physical features attractive? Because she's worried that because she's a single woman at the age of 29 or something like that she's gonna get picked up as a spy and eliminated and like basically like taken out because of the secret police. But she's secretly an assassin. She's like, I can't have that shit blowing my cover. And she like told like a bunch of her friends and her brothers. She's like, she's got this boyfriend. She was supposed to meet everybody at like, this house party and shit like that.
She's like, yeah, fuck yeah, yes, let's do this.
Yeah, so she's just like, will you join me at this party? I told all these people I need a boyfriend. Like, I had this boyfriend, there's fucking nobody here, right? And he's just like, you know what? Bet. Because I need somebody to pretend to be this girl's mom.
He's like, tell you what.
He doesn't tell her she's a spy, she's just like, her mom died, but the school needs to interview both parents. So, like, if you pretend to be her mom for this interview thing, I'll pretend to be your boyfriend.
Oh, it's beautiful! I gotta say, there's a 17-year difference between these animes. Yours has a much better story.
Yeah, and then she's
This is an adventure, though.
But the entire time she's just like, I don't want anybody to find out that I'm an assassin. And the telepath girl picks up on the thought, like, I don't want anybody to pick up I'm an assassin. And it's just like, oh, he has a kid. Like, shit, that means he has a wife. I don't need to be flirting with this, like, married dude. And then she's just like, oh no, I wish I had a mommy now that mommy's dead. And she's just like, wait, so you're single though? Like,
dude, this girl's a fucking wingman!
I'm paraphrasing all of this shit, but this is essentially how it goes down.
I want to watch this.
It's so fucking good, and she's so fucking hot. You know? Did you see?
Post another picture, man. Give me more details. I just saw this one where she's in a dress. And
Yeah,
so far I'm like, she's cute.
So the red dress in the foreground is her like streetwear. The back dress in the dress in the background, that's her assassin garb. That's what she's taking in to get like sewn up and patchwork.
She's like a Bond girl when it comes to.
That's the thing, like she's trying to be a mom and like teach all these things, but then like shit happens and she just like goes fucking kung fu on a motherfucker in the street for like no reason. And my favorite part is like Twilight's deep cover is that he's a psychiatrist, right? Like he's got a job at like a job at a hospital when he's not doing spy shit to be a psychiatrist. And he's like trying to convince her, it's like, oh yeah, just like come with me. And then but what he really did was like stop a like an art robbery from like a museum. So he's got all like the paintings and the jewels and all the fine art and shit. And he's running away, and then goes to this party, and the people who are trying to rob the joint catch up with him because he has all the valuable shit. And the entire time it's just like, oh yeah, these are some of my patients. They're having a psychotic episode, but there's like a dozen of them firing at them with fucking like automatic firearms, and she doesn't like stop to think like, oh, this might be more than just a psychotic episode for these people. Why are they all having the same psychotic episode at the same time? She's like, oh yeah, no, this is normal. And then he pulls a fucking grenade out of his suit jacket and throws it. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, oh yeah, this is just concussive treatment. We do these for our severe, like, patients sometimes. She's like, oh, okay, I guess that's normal. I don't know anything about psychiatry.
Alright, so here's the thing. You're selling me on the anime, not so much the waifu. Tell me more of
so
other than trying to
be in the waifu. There's a couple of things. She is super cute. She's not like great at cooking. Twilight does most of the cooking around the house. She does the cleaning, sort of like an even trade sort of situation.
So they stick together after this.
But it's very much like it's very much you kind of have to align yourself with that classic Spike Spiegel line. I love a woman who can kick my ass.
Okay, all right. So it's like
I've been calling her. Yeah, I mean, I've been calling her. So the telepathic girl knows that she's an assassin. He's a spy. The other two have no idea.
And she's like, this is the fucking
there are very clear signs. Everything because I will sell the anime above all else and the manga. Like fucking read the manga. It's great. But like
This is called Family Spies.
I can definitely.
Family is
Spy X Family.
Spy X Family.
If you spell it out like that into Google, like you're fine.
I would write out the name of mine, but it's a long one. Magical Shopping Arcade Abinobashi.
Download. I'm gonna find some more.
Yeah, find me some more fan art. I want to see more of this girl. Also, is there any drunken martial arts in this anime?
She does get wine drunk, but I don't remember her fighting when she's drunk.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm for the most part up to date, air quotes, on the manga. I'm not watching it. I'm not reading it chapter by chapter, but I've been buying the consolidated volumes as they come out.
Oh, you're actually buying the manga?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I found this manga completely by accident. I had switched from. So I was a big comic book guy for a while. Primarily DC, but also Marvel. I like comic books and stuff like that. And I had switched from physical to digital media because I did not have enough room to continue to buy physical comic books. So I switched to the Comixology app. And I was looking for new stuff to read because I had gone through basically all the regular stuff that I would read. And the volume 1 collection of Spy X Family, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay.
Was at the time the top rated book on the platform. Not manga, above all else, above DC, above Marvel, above Dark Horse. Volume 1 at the time was the top rated book, period, on the platform.
The power of anime, my dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it was on sale for like $5. I bought it. I was just like, I'm like what however many chapters were in that book, I'm like I'm fucking hooked. Like I'm done.
I mean that's a good anime, or that's a good selling point. I think because you've got multiple medias that it's pulling from, you have a bigger range of a target. Because for me personally, I don't read manga, but I can get behind a really good anime. So if I'm interested in the anime,
I'm bringing it up because I know the anime is going to be a lot more.
Oh, they're going to cut a lot. They have to, right?
Yeah. Okay. So they just closed out on the first season of the manga last weekend. I've not watched all of it. However, I watched the first 5 or 6 episodes. It is very true to the manga.
That's good.
And they're basically covering 1 chapter per episode.
Okay.
So it's
you can do that, yeah.
Yeah, so where they are in the manga and where they are in the anime, so if they continue, like I said, I've not watched the entire full season yet of that, but basically the first 5 or 6 episodes covers the first 5 or 6 chapters of the manga. And if that continues to be the way that they continue to what's the word I'm looking
release?
For? Yeah, if they continue to conduct themselves in that manner with 1 chapter per episode, based on what's just released in the manga, they've still got like 60 episodes worth of
oh yeah, they've got multiple seasons
to work with. Yeah,
this could be a My Hero, the next My Hero.
Really. And honestly, hold on. So here's the thing, right? And once again, this is me more selling the manga than it is selling your as a MILF, and I will find more pictures. I got
you got to show me more, man, because right now she's cute. I'm not getting a lot out of her, really. Like it seems like she's got a pretty cool personality. I don't know much about her, really.
I mean, it's better to like see her like in
because I mean when it comes to like you've got me hooked on the anime right now. Like I want to watch this anime. It sounds like it's going to be a blast, and I love that kind of confrontation where it's like, well, we're kind of viewing the story through the child's eyes. Is that kind of how it plays out?
That is part of it, yes. Hold on, I'm trying to find more
That's fine. I'm just trying to. So audience, what do you think? Audience, chat. what do you guys think? What's an anime that you guys are watching right now that you're interested in, or while Kevin gets some more pictures? I don't care if they're from DeviantArt or not, man. It's just gotta make sure that the outfit's at least true to the series. Because I did pull one from DeviantArt, but it's from an actual pick in the last episode.
I will say part of my attraction to her is definitely like her attitude.
Okay.
Like that's part of it. Like personality is definitely playing into a part of it, and I would be lying to say that attitude and personality doesn't like play into a part of my attraction to a person.
Oh, for sure. The whole reason I'm a huge fan of Moon.
I definitely have a fucking type. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like yeah, this person's on a like blah 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 because they don't act this way. Like no. Like let's be clear. Like they look a certain way, like I'm in, and then they act a certain way. On top of that, I'm just like, bro, connect me right now. Just like surgically insert me. You know what I mean? As fucked up as that may sound.
I mean, I feel like I kind of have again, this is a waifu versus waifu type thing. I feel like I might have a slight advantage just because of the amount of outfit she gets from different time periods. Mm-hmm. It's a little unfair.
Yeah, she probably has a little bit more like
she's
diversity.
got 13 minimum,
but like I said,
13 different outfits.
It also depends on a lot of stuff because I can't cover
everything without
spoiling things. I'm sure
without spoiling things or like without people having watched, like how about read or watched the manga because like not only does she like have like this incredible assassin skill, but it's like I mentioned that thing where he's like pulling out grenades and like throwing them. It's like, oh, this is like concussive treatment for my patients and shit like that. Like someone gets close to him.
the comedy.
But then she like roundhouse kicks somebody and he goes flying like 60 feet into a fucking brick wall. So it's not.
Meanwhile, she is in a prehistoric time period, tames a T-Rex and rides it, all while somehow keeping her massive mammaries within her clothes as she's bounding up and down, which is a pretty fucking funny scene. She tames a shark to eat people for her.
a lot of yours outfits so far have not been like super like lewd or anything like that. There's like nothing of her in lingerie, and because like
well, the last one was in lingerie. That's real in the series.
They have like her and Twilight have like a sham marriage going on. Like I'm air quoting, you can't see me, but I'm doing finger quotes.
She's a professional.
So they so like they're married for like the benefits of marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have separate bedrooms and stuff like that. Now, I would not be surprised because like
a lot of the character development, once again, I'm more selling the anime than your as a whole, but like he starts to realize that like, oh, like maybe I like being a family, man and stuff like that, and she's just like, I don't know, he's kind of cute.
Yeah,
she's like, I want to be a good wife for this man.
I mean, and realistically, you've got a more solid story.
Like, I'm gonna fucking kill this other dude, like no holds barred.
Okay, so I guess this is the part where we would kind of rate. So we'll rate. I think we'll have a couple different categories because it wouldn't be fair. And chat, feel free if you want to post either in the chat or in the Discord as well. We'll rate on 3 different categories.
Because we've got to because I know one of these, it says 3 people watching. One of these has got to be like
me,
you. Yeah. So we've got at least 2 people chat, Johnny, and then
Lourdes, I think. But I don't know if Lourdes is in the Discord, so it's fine. Again, if you want to leave your comments in the future or on the
Discord available in like the channel.
Yeah, you can find it in the link in the description on this video. On every video I have, actually. You can find a permanent link to our Discord on there. It's called Team Final Rush. Don't be afraid. It used to be my old YouTube channel. Then it got taken down for reasons that I wasn't aware of. So
it's bullshit.
So we'll rate on 3 categories. 1, the girl. 2, the anime itself, the story, I guess. What should the third one be? Just, I guess only 2 things really matter, right? The actual girl in it, I guess her personality in it, and then the story of the anime itself, if it's worth watching. What do you think?
I mean, so here's my question: is what are you willing to have posted in the?
Again, no full nudity. Like, it can be very suggestive, but I mean, that's fine. As long as there's nothing really showing.
Well,
I see just to establish what's going on here.
She has her own subreddit.
Oh, god damn it. So, as far as looks go for Mune, what would you be comfortable rating her? Because for me, she's my favorite. I would put her at a 10. She's my number 1.
But based off what you've posted so far, and also my personal preference...
And this is 3 out of 13 looks that she has in the series. She's got many more. This being a real one from the final episode. This is from, I think, like episode 4 or 5, where she's a slime girl.
8.5.
8.5?
8.5.
Okay. And then episode 2...
No, I'm not going to sit here and be like, as far as your goes, I'm not going to be like, that's a 10 out of 10, but it was definitely like something that's super culturally like relevant right now as far as like in the anime community and stuff like that.
So it's, again, this came out 17 years ago.
Yeah,
so she's not relevant
So like,
anymore.
I want to bring that up, and I know there's going to be some people who probably haven't like caught up yet, and I know you haven't really had a chance to catch up with the show.
Yeah, and I think that we should actually exchange, like give 3 episodes of each a chance.
Yeah. So like where I'm at with your like personally is going to be like a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Okay. Yeah, like overall both of ours together.
With like her looks. I'm sorry, I gotta move this table.
Go for it, man.
It's gotta be a 9 out of 10 for me, based on not only her looks but also like her attitude. So like maybe how she behaves and stuff like that. My rating might change.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't really do a good job. It depends on what setting she is in. She definitely recognizes them no matter what world they're going to, because she's also hopping between worlds, using the powers of the man who she loved, trying to find him again. And in some worlds, she's friendly to the kids, in others she works with them, and others she tries to kill them. But one thing is for sure, she wants to see her mans, and she will do anything to do it. So, it's just that perseverance. As far as an actual mom, she's a shit mom. She left her kid in that other dimension and just never looked back. But she's got her priorities.
I mean, that might just drive her up straight to a 9. Is I'm just like, I'm not trying to raise no kid.
Basically. So she stays in her same age, same form as when she had her child and left him, essentially, with their grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So technically she's a grandma, but she's still a mom because she kept that youth and just moved on. Never was around to see. So you guys, it's kind of a caveat. Okay, so we're ultimately going to give her a 9 out of 10.
I'm still at like an 8.5.
8.5, but together I had a 10, you had an 8.5, maybe
so
like...
it probably puts her like a 10.
Like a 9, 9.7, something like that. As far as the anime goes, I know you haven't seen it. I haven't seen yours. Again, it's got a lot of potential because you're going to find an episode in here you're going to like. Because it's got slice of life. Again, it covers all these different genres of anime while trying to keep a continuity of a story going. I don't know, what do you think? The synopsis, everything else. It's a crazy ride. It's all over the place. Personally, the story didn't do too much for me back in the day either. I would give the story of Abinobashi... Again, I haven't watched it in like 10 years. But I'd probably put it at like a 7. 6.5, 7 for the story alone. Spy Family's got me very interested.
Well, I mean, once again, I have personal bias. I love this show. I love the premise. I love everything that it has going for it, especially with it being like a... It's hard to call it like a period piece because it's not like super futuristic. Like these people don't have like cell phones or anything like that. Like it's effectively like the... like.
Oh, then you would like this, Johnny. I'll link it to you. I'll DM you.
Like it's a period piece. Like it's almost like a noir sort of situation because it like, but like it takes place in a city called Berlin.
I like it.
Like just like call it like post World War II. Call it 1950s. Like Germany is when all of this takes place, right? So this is like before like the Iron Curtain and all that. There's like no like big like massive like thing, but like they're trying to prevent what is essentially like a world
Johnny
war.
says pushing it with that picture. It's still allowed. I'll still allow it. That's definitely fan art, yeah. Okay, so again, I'm very... even though I haven't seen your show, I can't properly grade it, but what would you grade it? I mean, obviously you liked it enough to get the manga and watch the anime. So, Spy Family, I've heard a lot about it. It's definitely got hype behind it. So, what would you rate the story for Spy Family?
9.5 out of 10.
Okay. Now, as far as your girl's concerned... from what I see, she does look somewhat on the basic side. I understand the appeal here. The split personality, light side family mode, dark side assassin mode. I can groove with that. Realistically, I'd give her, just from what I'm seeing here, not having seen the show, I'd give her an 8. She's not bad by any means. She looks like she could be a real bad mama. I dig the outfits. Okay, so overall, I think your character may have won based on the story being better than mine. But as far as the actual girl goes... I think we can both agree that mine is more visually appealing. Yours might have a better attitude.
As much as I am for a sucker with a girl with glasses...
Yeah? You still want to give it to her?
I'm still going to give it to Yor.
Well, then we're going to have to leave it up to the audience to decide here. Again, it's hard because we haven't seen each other's shows. But I'm definitely willing to do an exchange. I wouldn't mind watching a couple episodes of Spy Family. And if you're interested, I mean, I own Abenobashi, so I liked it so much at one point. I'm like, I have to buy this. Maybe that's just the young horny kid in me, but
I mean, that's why I own Tenchi Universe on DVD.
I own it as well. Dude, Ryoko, probably my first waifu ever.
I was gonna say straight up, Ryoko was a sexual awakening for me, like straight.
Yeah. If
Everyone's just like, why are you like into strong women like that? I'm like, I don't know, man. I just want a woman who's gonna hold me down on my throat and spit in my face. Like,
I didn't want her for that reason. I just like that she would stop at nothing to try and get her mans, and I respect that.
yeah, I mean,
That's someone who knows
like,
what she wants.
It's a weird thing, right? Like, it's like I just want to be wanted.
Exactly. You get it. We are kindred spirits, Kevin. I knew there was a reason we were friends.
So to keep this going for just a little bit longer, I don't know how long this has been going.
It's been going for a bit. We're basically done with the episode here.
But I do have a list here. So this is from Ranker.com.
Okay.
This is listed cutest anime moms. But I mean, we can work with this list and kind of go off of like,
I will
what
say,
we're looking at.
When I was setting this up, I did find one more that I thought was really cute 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I don't actually... It's in Japanese. It hasn't gotten an English release for a reason. There are some scenes that are questionable. But it's not an X-rated thing that I'm aware of. So continue with your list. I'm going to look this name up and then
do your thing,
because
I literally have like 26 women for us to go
There's
through.
20... We don't have that much time, Kevin.
We just go through, we say the name of the woman, the name from the show, and then like what we would rate them, and then we can kind of like the Discord and the viewers can kind of like go from there, right?
Okay, so here it is. Nope, that is the wrong person.
I was gonna say that looks like a
That
dude.
is a dude. It was his mom, though.
Which, if that's what you're into, no judgment.
No,
but I'm just like, I don't think that's what this show is.
No,
Eric.
oh my god, I totally forgot about the McGuire released a an anime Milf's song. So we'll play that too. Why don't you start on your list while I'm looking for this?
So we kind of have to work together on this.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be familiar with
person.
most of these, if any of these at all. Once again, this is Ranker.com. This is cutest anime moms.
Okay.
It's 25 plus, but realistically, they listed 25 plus. There's only 26 characters on this list. I'm not familiar with this character nor this show. Ueda from Haregu.
I've never seen her.
Okay, I mean, out of 10.
6. Just looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 6.5.
Yeah, like a 6.
Okay.
In my opinion. You'll have to post each of these pictures now, because we're going through this list. Like, this should have been its own thing.
So here's the thing. I'm not gonna post the whole list. That being said, we're gonna copy.
Okay. Oh, are you going to post the actual list for people
I want to post
pull
the
up?
actual list, and we're working our way up. If you open the list from the Discord, it's going to start from the top, and you kind of have to scroll your way down, and sort of make your way.
Saigon no Phantom.
Sort of make your way from there. 25. Tosen Shimogamo from the Eccentric Family.
I don't dig it. That's like a 4.
Really? That's a 4 for you?
That's a 4 for me.
That's
Too
like
much
a 7.
attitude, too flat for me. Sorry.
I'll give you the flat. That's why I'm going to 7.
Yeah.
But
Too much
like,
attitude.
I don't know, man. I like that confident look. That what do you, I don't know what you call it. Like that lip color. Like. And then like the little bit of like that redhead motif, right? So here's one from a show I feel like we've both seen. Ragyo Kyurin from Kill la Kill.
Oh my god, yes. Okay.
Yes?
She's a mom though, right?
She is a mom.
She's a mommy.
She is a mom.
I haven't watched the show all the way.
Really?
Yeah, really, I haven't seen Kill la Kill. I've seen plenty of cosplay of Kill la Kill.
So here's the thing. I say here's the thing. It's not really a thing. This is just like an interesting like tidbit that I enjoyed.
That's the mom.
Gotcha. This is an interesting tidbit I enjoyed. The word to dress in Japanese is a homonym for the word to kill. So it sounds the same even though it's spelled differently. So like here, like 2, 2, and 2. Right?
Yeah.
So like the kill a kill is like really like a play on words where it's like kill a kill, but it could also be like dressed to kill, which makes a little bit more sense. You know, she's cute. But as
There's
far
a scene where they're kissing too. It's a
as far as like
weird. The mom gets
as
possessed
far as,
by
like,
a demon.
Regio Kyurui, that's gotta be a 4 for me.
I mean, give her 6.5.
That like this chest area,
Yeah,
but all this up here, I'm not.
it is a lot to take in. I get it. I
Nice.
get it. She's got such a strong personality, though. Like, she's got I'm gonna step on you and the world vibes.
Well, I'm saying, like, I have no problem with, like, the step on me vibes, like, if I've not made it clear enough over the last year or so. But, okay, we're gonna move on. So that's 24.
Oh, yeah, let me check the, and see if anyone's posted in our Discord here. Because, man, we're posting a lot in this. I warned people ahead of time that you might want to mute this feed if you're not interested. Okay, nothing yet. We're good. Next?
So,
Oh, this is Lolly right here.
No. I mean, flat, whether or not you feel like flat is justice, that's up to you being a pedophile. But,
Okay.
Junko Kaname from Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
Madoka Magica. Again, I haven't seen it. I know of it.
I know of it. I also know it's super fucking dark, but like
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
this is a mom from the series.
Okay. Again, not doing too much. I like a more bodied, well-rounded kind of.
She is
figure.
she is very tree trunkish. There's not a whole lot of curve to her. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just a personal preference of mine. Like, you know,
she is kind of cute though.
she's got a cute, innocent face.
6.
Yeah, 5.5.
Okay.
5.5. Respectable.
Respectable, but we're not knocking down any doors.
Yeah, no,
right?
I'm not crazy for
pushing
her.
boundaries.
No.
Based on the image that's here. Now, if there's more going on, if anybody's listening, you hear us talk about it.
Now that picture.
you hear us talk about a specific character, and it's just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, that's what the
internet is for.
yeah, that's what the Discord is for.
Also, thank you for joining us so late. Hopefully you're enjoying this.
Hold on, I gotta.
Again, feel free to post your favorite anime mom or cartoon mom, Nick mom, moms of moms in my case.
Wait, so
Oh,
I guess
that's
we're gonna
just
have
cute.
we're gonna have to skip ahead a little bit because I feel like that skips a couple too, but like the rest of the
That's
webpage
fine.
won't load.
That's fine.
So we went
what else
from
we got
what,
here?
like 23 to 20.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yukino Sakamoto.
Yukino Sakamoto from
Baka and Test.
Baka and
I've
Test.
heard
Summon
of
the
it.
Beasts 2.
Heard of it? Never saw it. There's a lot of anime I haven't seen that I've heard of.
Based on this image here from Ranker.com.
I give her 7.
She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Six.
Seems wholesome to me.
Yeah.
I give her 7.
I would say. I'm gonna stick with my 6.
Okay, that's fine.
I almost went 6.5.
I can't see a full body.
Yeah, that's-
but
I mean,
I'm
that's
leaving a
part
lot
of
to
the problem.
the imagination here.
It's like this is not the art
This
style.
is
for,
very
like,
much
me.
a school photo.
But, like, she's not unattractive, but she's not like whoa. You know.
I
what
can
mean?
see her having a great personality, though.
Yeah.
So that sells it a little more for me.
So go to 19.
Oh, we got a gal.
Michiko Malandro from Michiko Tohachin.
We got a gal here. She looks like she's into some shady business or involved with someone who's into some shady business.
I mean,
She's got attitude.
I get why it's for other people, but I'm not impressed.
Yeah, she's got a real I'm a bad bitch vibe. Doesn't necessarily do it for me.
I was gonna say she's got like a bad bitch vibe in like
she's
the
not really
worst
showing.
possible way.
She's not showing me a lot either. I probably down to a 5. 5 for me. Again, it's gonna take a little bit to get into my 7 to 8 in up territory. This just isn't doing it for me, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like 5's fair. Like, she's not like super ugly. She's not like a chode, but like, I feel like she's got like a bad like attitude, and it's just not something I want to put up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, if you're listening to this, we have a list in our Discord.
Yeah, I've posted the link to the
25 cutest anime moms of all time is what we're going over. We are on number 19.
based on
right now.
Ranker.com and whoever the editor is for this particular article.
I feel like we do absolutely need to make our own list at some point. I mean, if we do a number 3.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there eventually.
I think next time, we can vote on it, but maybe do favorite video games.
Okay, so
next
this
time.
is from something people might recognize. Like,
Oh,
Clannad is like a big, like, that's a pretty big series. Like, not as far as anime goes, but as far as like the game goes, like Clannad's pretty good. Like, pretty like well known.
I feel
we're
really
looking
bad. I've
at
only seen a few episodes of this.
Sane Furukawa.
More so does it for me. That's good. That's gonna be in my 7.
I feel like that's 7 as well. Based on this image, there's not a whole lot to go off of.
There isn't a lot to go off of.
Like I've mentioned the girls with glasses, and then
The
we've
half
got like
specs.
the long hair is also like a thing for me.
Gotta have something to grab.
I mean, that's not what I'm getting at, but I mean,
That's a whole other can of worms. It's fine.
Yeah.
But God, it's a 7.5 now.
how deep am I? Like, how much am I willing to like?
You've drank a
air,
lot, but
like-
that's fine. We'll keep it somewhat contained for this one. Ed's not here.
She's got a very
cute.
cute hairdo. She's got the glasses.
She's got a schoolgirl look going for her.
I mean,
Or a
to
sailor
her benefit,
outfit.
we can see her thighs in this photo too. So like, that's not like a bad thing.
It's not like a class photo shot we're getting here. This isn't.
I will say she's dressed a little bit younger than she should be.
Yeah,
if she is a mom.
It doesn't look like she's that young. for
like
sure.
she's trying on like a school uniform from her high school years when she should be 10 to 20 years separated from that, right? You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned.
I mean, we've all been there, right?
I mean, I guess technically.
I'm still wearing clothes from when I was in middle school, so I still have those. They still fit me, some of them. I wore really big baggy clothes in middle school.
So we're at 17, Akari Sakishima from A Lull in the Sea.
He's got a nice face. Seems pretty. I love green eyes. Green?
I'm a big fan
Blue?
of this art style. I will say, as I was scrolling through, before I could even see the name, I thought this was from New Game, which is one of my favorite animes.
New Game or No Game?
New Game.
New Game. So it's not No Game No Life.
No, not No Game No Life. This is different. New Game.
Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen No Game No Life, quick shout out. Artistically, one of the most beautiful, stunning. It's one of those styles you either absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. It's got vibrant colors that just pop. No Game No Life. I recommend just checking out the intro if you're interested in it. Slap an intro. Anyway.
So New Game is it's a slice of life anime about a game development company, and it's basically all girls who work there. And this art style here at number 17, once again, if you're here and you're listening, you can follow us in the Discord. I've posted the link to the article that we're commenting on. It will start with number 1, so you will have to scroll down to 17 and sort of like keep up with where we are at this moment. But I do like this art style. She's cute. It's a little bit of a baggy sweater, but you can kind of see a little bit of like what's going on. She's got a cute hairstyle with I don't know if you call it. I mean, yeah, she's got bangs. I don't know what you call this long bit, and it's also like a little bit of back in the ponytail. I'm going with 7 on this one.
I give her a 6. She doesn't quite do it in that direction for me, but she's not awful. She's above average.
Yeah.
She's above average.
She's cute. I mean, and that's what this is, the cutest anime moms, right?
Yeah.
Based on the editor of this article. I have to leave. Thank you for the streams. I had a great time. Also heard of No Game No Life. Eric gave me the art really stands out.
Thank you so much, Johnny. You have yourself a wonderful weekend, a wonderful night, and we will catch you next time, buddy. Thank you so much for dropping by. Bulma, God, we've been over this. We've
I was
talked
going
about
16.
Bulma. We've talked about
We've
Bulma.
talked about this at length.
Yeah, we have.
Bulma from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, listen. All right, now, how are we going to grade this? Because we've seen her grow up. We've seen what she was. We've seen what she becomes. Not a fan of her super design, going to be honest. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball.
6.
Yeah, she's middle of the road. I'm gonna give her a 5.5.
She's above average, but
barely
with everything that's like what going on with her character and everything else. Like I have a hard time putting her. I can
see where the
putting her above at least a 6.5. Like if like really like put to the grindstone. See you, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out.
See you, buddy.
Really put to the grindstone, I could really go to a 6.5, 7 at most, life or death situation.
I would go up to a 6.5. I adored her in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
She is very attractive. Like physically attractive. However, when it comes to personality and everything else going on.
Hold on. One last thing. In the newest DBZ Super movie, Bulma used the Dragon Balls to expand the size of her butt. All right, she's got a 6.5 knockdown for me, mates.
And honestly, that's just that's just another thing. Like that's why she doesn't deserve a 7 or higher, right?
Well,
because like I know what you're talking about.
The shit out of the Dragon Balls.
I was gonna say, Johnny, I'm well aware of that fact. She uses the Dragon Balls to wish for a better butt, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
Her first ever wish was to find the perfect boyfriend. I've been over this, and she shot a kid for a ball.
She was willing to flash a child. She was willing to indecently expose herself to a minor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To get what she wanted. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, no.
You can be attractive, but like at a certain point, we can't excuse this behavior.
Yeah, no, I get it. Her personality is dog shit. She's smart. She knows how to get what she wants, usually. Mm-hmm. But again, it's the personality that ruins it for me. Either that or a lot of strawberries, you're right. Oolong had the best wish. The most comfortable pair of panties, damn it.
So this is going to be a little bit difficult for me.
To Love Ru.
Deviluk from To Love Ru. I've not seen To Love Ru.
I have.
I've seen both of them. This is why it's difficult for me. So you know a lot better what she looks like. Because this picture's not the best. It's kind of just shoulders up for the most part.
Honestly, Lala is, or Lulu, I forget if it's Lala or Lulu, should be on this list before her. But I can understand because of her personality is endearing.
We're at 15, so there's a lot more here.
Okay.
I've tried to scroll past without really paying attention.
So this is one of a pair of sisters that try to find... So the main story is there's this guy, this girl teleports into his bathtub while he's, doing his thing. And he goes to turn off the water, grabs her tits, which is a proposal for marriage in their culture. She's a princess. There's a lot of shit that happens. It's a crazy ride.
Is she like from another dimension? Is she a space alien?
It's been a while. I forget that exactly, but she's not from Earth. I know that.
Earth as we know it.
So I would say more alien. Okay. She's more of like a succubus kind of. I mean, she's not really succubus. They use magic. It's weird.
I was gonna say if she's a succubus, that's automatically like a 2-point increase.
It's but they're all like they all have like demon powers. So yeah, we'll go succubus, enhanced humanoid, kind of. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually. Again, this has to have been like 10 years ago that I watched this. If not, maybe 7.
I think To Love Ru is a pretty big series, and then you've got like the spin-offs, because I know there's multiple spin-offs as well.
Yeah, this is one of the sisters that comes to retrieve her.
I mean, you said succubus, even if that aligns, like even
they have tails.
Partially.
They have little tails, and it's.
I mean, partially that's going to give her a bonus. It's going to put her in 8.
Yeah, it's she is. Is that the mom? Wait, hold on. I thought that was one of the sisters.
Well, I mean, this whole list is mom.
Yeah, I guess. I thought that was one of the sisters. Well, I mean, regardless, they definitely have the looks going in the family. So, Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to remember more about it. It was they're aliens because they pulled the human to fight on behalf of the family to protect the princess from having to, I think, get married to another alien race. I don't know. It's a whole thing. He's like, "Oh, I've proposed to her first by grabbing her titties. She is mine." it's a fight over. It's a whole crazy thing. This normal human has to fight in an intergalactic war because he grabbed tits. It's kind of funny.
Should we move on to the next
I would
one?
I would give her a 7.5.
14. Misuzu Misaka from A Certain Magical Index. I've heard of this show. I've not watched it.
I thought it was called Railgun. Maybe that was something else.
I mean, it might be part of Railgun. I don't know.
Okay. Not really doing it for me. Higher up on the list, but lower on mine.
Once again, I'm not familiar with the show, so it's hard to judge her on personality and looks alone.
Same.
As far as looks go, 6. Like, she's not unattractive, but once again, it's not like a mind-blowing level of attractive.
I give her 5.5.
Okay.
5.5. Oh, shit, this is a pouty mom. This is a mom who did not get her way.
Emi Honda from, was it?
Barakaman.
Yeah, Barakaman.
Barakaman. Never seen it. Don't know anything about her, but I'm...
Immediately off this picture, without any other discussion, 8.
I give her a 7.
With like the hair and the attitude that she's immediately like.
She looks like she would be fun to argue with. I would enjoy arguing with you,
She looks like she's
ma'am.
fun to lose and argue too.
Yes. Let me tell you why blueberries are not the superior berry.
Alright. I mean, have you seen this show or read the manga?
No.
So we can kind of go from there.
I have no idea about it.
She's good. I like her.
Yayoi?
Yayoi Kanbara from Kyokai na Kanata.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Never seen it. Never heard of it. There's not a whole lot to go off this picture.
I give her 6. Just off the
Once
initial
again,
look.
not unattractive, so I'm not immediately like repulsed, but there's not a whole lot to build off there.
Again, every one of them so far has been
6.
above average on my list. So I mean, they deserve to be here in some aspects.
Once again, 6. I mean, this might not have been the best idea, but I felt like somewhat of a need to sort of like pad this out a little bit because I wasn't sure how long this was going to go.
Well, we were only supposed to go for 40 minutes. How long are we in now?
I have no idea.
Okay, over an hour and 10.
I mean, we're getting there. We're getting to the top 10.
How about we skip a couple here?
11.
Unless we know them.
Okay, hold on. I don't.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't skip. Don't skip. What is the name? What is the name?
11.
Oh,
Shiho Nishizumi from Girls and Panzer.
That explains it.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this show.
All right.
But this picture alone, 8.5.
8.5.
8.5 from this picture
8.5.
alone.
8.5.
My guy.
Let me be that towel.
Shit.
Allow me to be your towel, ma'am.
I need to reposition myself, otherwise I'm going to be in a bad spot.
You were in a bad spot. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. Okay. I don't know anything about her.
I'm just gonna start moving through these.
Oh.
Shelly Maycraft from Shukufuku no Campanella.
Never heard of it, never seen it. 8.5.
4, man.
4, really?
4,
Look at her, she's gorgeous.
It's not. Here's the thing, that's not my type, and like the way she's
that's
acting.
Fine. That's
like,
fine.
Her body posture, facial expression, like with that costume and everything, I'm just like, nah, man. Like that's not what I'm into.
8.
4.
4 for you, 8 for me.
For an average of 6.
Oh, Koronai! Yuhi. Or Yuhi.
So you know.
I know her.
You know a lot more
I know
about
her.
this. That being said, based off of this image alone,
She's a bad bitch.
8.75.
She's a bad bitch.
8.75.
So she has what's known as genjutsu powers. She makes you see things that aren't there. She warps your mind.
I'm just ready for her to warp my balls.
Yeah. Shippuden, she's pregnant. So she does, in fact, get some balls.
I was going to say, you assume that's a turn, huh?
I would give Koronai a 7.5. She doesn't quite do it for me, but I understand. Oh,
If I'm allowed to do an 8.75, I'll do an 8.75.
yeah, you're fine. Yasuko Takasu.
Toradora. I've heard of Toradora.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
I've
Isn't
never
that like
seen
a
it.
host thing? Like
I don't know. I will say based off this picture, I'm not like that's a 3. for
yeah, I'm
me.
not too fancy. Like she looks very
It's a
similar.
bad picture. I will admit it's a bad picture, so I don't know if it's a good representation of the character overall.
Yeah, she does look very similar to that other picture, but just everything going on in this picture doesn't quite do it for me. I give it a 6.
It's too generic is the thing. Like it's just like, bro, I could go anywhere and get this. You know what I mean? Like it's not
That's
bad,
true.
but I could go anywhere and get it.
Oh boy,
Milkovich.
Milkovich from Fairy Tale. That yes,
I don't
yes.
know anything about Fairy Tale.
She is
That being
fantastic.
said, this is a strong Raven vibe.
Here's the thing:
9.
she wears this outfit. She lives in the Arctic.
9.
Yeah,
I stand by my 9.
The bad bitch. She gives her life to do a magical spell that she knows will kill her in order to seal away a demon that's going to destroy the entire village. She
9.
gives her fucking life to save the kids.
9.
Yeah, I would give her an 8.5.
9.
And I know her. She is a fantastic personality, and her daughter survives and ends up becoming one of the villains. It's fucking insane. One of the coolest villains in the whole series. Who ends up giving her life to rewind time by 6 seconds, saving people who died. In the show that we're...
Moved to number
yeah.
6.
We got a High School of the Dead. Yoriko Takagi.
Let me get a little bit closer look.
She looks like she's got purpose.
7. I'm not a fan of that jawline, man.
Give it a 6.5.
And once again, there's nothing that's against her, but also like
I feel like I'm very middle of the road here.
I'm not obligated to find her attractive, but also she's not obligated to find me attractive. So like that's fair, right?
Yeah. Lisa from JoJo. I don't know JoJo.
8.5. It's gotta be 8.5 for Lisa.
So you know her personality.
Yeah.
What is she? How is she? Does she
teacher vibes? Teacher vibes.
Oh, okay. Does she put a dog in an oven?
No, that's
okay.
Dio.
That's already one extra point.
You really need to give JoJo's.
I can't get past the first episode or whenever that happened.
Second or third, but just keep going, man. It serves to establish who Dio is, but that's not what this
teacher
this conversation's
vibes,
about, right?
bod like this. I'd give her an 8.
Yeah, Lisa, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, 8.5 for sure.
Oh, Mary Katsuguri from The World Only God Knows. Sorry, Katsuragi. I should say that right.
My friend has watched this.
Yeah. How is the anime? I've never heard of it. Only God knows.
He likes it. It's hard to judge his taste in something sometimes.
Okay, is this similar to another anime I probably just got?
I don't know.
Okay.
Once again, I've not watched it. He has.
I mean,
seems to like it.
What is it? Oh, you just don't know what it is.
It's an isekai.
Oh, okay. So it's trapped in another world. I mean, based on this,
he's a big isekai fan. Like straight up, like if it's an isekai, he's down immediately. Like all he needs to know is isekai, and he's like, "That's my shit."
I give it a 7. I have a thing for long red hair.
I mean, based off this, yeah, 7. 7 for number 4.
Yeah.
Let's move on to number 3.
Number 3. Akko's mother from And You Thought There Is Never a Girl Online.
I need to get a little bit closer look.
Yes. Okay. So I've seen this. She is the mother of a shut-in NEET.
I'm familiar with You Never Thought There Was a Girl Online, but I've never seen it. That being said, based off of this picture alone,
she's a mommy.
9.5.
She's a mommy. She's getting a 9.
9.5.
She's getting a 9 for me.
9.5. Straight up.
Sarara Shirayuki.
Rosario Vampire.
Which I've seen. I actually own it all.
I know I've seen this. It's been a long time. I'm so far separated from it that I don't remember any of it.
Is this not
which
this
means
not
I gotta
the Ice
get.
Queen? The ice one.
Like I said, I'm so far removed from it. I don't remember any of it. She's not in.
I remember her having a very wholesome.
This doesn't spark joy. 5 because it also doesn't spark disgust.
So her daughter is one of the love interests for the main character, and is like the ice chick who just is very wholesome and loving and just wants the best. I would give her an 8.5. Just because I know her character a bit.
That her character based off of that photo alone.
Yeah, the photo doesn't do her justice at all. But, yeah,
like
I get
I said,
it.
I'm willing to admit that it's 5 based off the information.
Oh, no!
Mamako.
Oh, no!
Mamako.
Do you love your mom and hit her 2-hit multi-target attacks? I've heard of this. I've never seen it.
I love the Battle MILF anime.
I've never seen it. I've wanted to watch it, though.
It is hot garbage, and I love every second of it.
Is it the fan service we didn't deserve but needed?
It's the fan service we neither deserved nor needed.
I've been trying to find it, actually.
9.75 for Mamako.
Oh, man. That's the mom. That's the mom who gets into cosplaying, right?
Near perfection.
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't really bring her as a number 1, but I remember hearing about this. Okay. For sure getting a 9. For sure.
9.75.
Just because I know a little bit about this. Doesn't she end up being a better hero in this isekai world than her son?
So you want me to explain the story a little bit?
Maybe we should save that for another night. Because we're already going pretty late.
Once again, I don't. It's not getting a second season. It's not getting a second
Have
season.
you read it? Second season? Is that why?
What?
Have you read it? Second season? Is that why?
No, because nobody fucking watched it because it's basically a fucking incest anime.
Oh, okay.
That being said, it's hilarious.
Well, everybody, I have one more thing to show you, Kevin, before we leave. And it is a YouTube video by McGuire.
This can happen off camera.
I mean, it could, but then I wouldn't be able to share with everybody else.
So we're just gonna get this copyright struck?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the anime MILF song called My Mamacita. I'll play a little bit of it here, and then I'll link it. But I want you to get kind of the vibes we got going on here. Also, the birds chirping in the background will probably help out a little bit as well.
Shawty bad, but we don't talk about it. Back another round and now the vodka got me mad. Now we got
Kevin's
me
just shaking his head, and I think disapproval.
Let's just take it to the past. So she can get it, I get it, but I've been keeping hold. If she said it, I did it, but I ain't seen no wrong. If she give it, I'm giving, oh no, no.
Not for you?
I don't care for the music, no.
Gotcha. Mamacita. Anyway, you get the idea. I just thought it was fitting because it's the anime MILF song called My Mamacita. I will link it in the Discord on the channel if you are interested in listening to it in full. I just came across it and I'm like, wow, well, we have a podcast coming up that I think this would be fitting for. So I wonder what Kevin will think. Kevin, not a fan of it. It's not exactly my thing either, but I just thought it was fitting, so I wanted to try it out, you know.
Fair enough.
But anyway, that was the Late Night Milf and Cookies podcast, as we're calling it. My gosh, we went 40 minutes over than what I thought we would for the episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let us know in the comments or on the Discord what you'd be interested in seeing next. What are your favorite anime, cartoon, or video game moms? And just let us know what topics. I think we should probably cover, I don't know, I think like video game music scores would be interesting, or games in general. that we really enjoy? Like make a list
if
of
we're
that.
gonna do video game music soundtracks, I already know what my backing's gonna be.
So it's gonna be fire. So yeah, next time it will not be a late night Milf and Cookies podcast. It'll be a late night something else podcast. But anyway, that's been it for this episode. Kevin, we're about to exit here, so let us step on out of the hot tub that we've been soaking in here.
Let's do it.
Get that. Oh yeah, nice ass shot right there. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye.